Hi, I'm Leila. If you had a magic lamp with 3 wishes, what would you wish for? You never believe how that turned out for me. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I was what you'd call an average teenage girl. Went to high school, had a few friends, got decent grades, but I always felt like something was missing. All the other girls seemed to have these perfect lives. Loving boyfriends, invitations to cool parties, confidence that I could only dream of. And then there was me, quiet little Leila, crushing on the most popular guy in school who didn't know I existed. I wished every day that I could trade places with one of those other girls, have the perfect life I knew I deserved. That all changed last weekend, when my grandpa asked me to help clear out his attic. I was digging through some old trunks when suddenly something glowed from beneath a pile of junk. I pulled it out to reveal an antique lamp. Strange symbols were etched along the sides. When I gave it a rub, a puff of glittering smoke burst out. A booming voice echoed around me.
Greetings, mortal. I am the great Genie of the lamp. You have freed me from my prison, and for that I shall grant you 3 wishes.
My jaw hit the floor. This had to be a dream. A real-life genie, I stammered, unsure of what to say. The genie smiled.
Speak your innermost desires, child. Anything you wish is yours for the taking.
I thought hard. What did I want most in this world? And then it hit me. I wish my crush Jason would fall madly in love with me. The genie nodded.
It shall be done.
The next morning at school, I walked to my locker, and who should be standing there waiting for me but Jason himself? He flashed that gorgeous smile of his.
Good morning, Leila. I was wondering if you'd like to go to the movies with me tonight.
I almost fainted right there. It worked. That night was pure magic. We laughed, we kissed. It was everything I had imagined it would be. Jason was the perfect boyfriend. He brought me flowers, wrote me poetry, wanted to be with me every second he could. After a month, we were officially the school's newest power couple. I couldn't believe the genie had made all my dreams come true, or so I thought. A few weeks later, something weird started happening. Jason began agreeing with everything I said, even when I could tell he didn't really mean it. He stopped making his own decisions when we went out, just letting me choose everything. One day, I wanted to try this new cafe. But Jason insisted we go to my favorite pizza place instead. When I asked him about it, he said,
I just want you to be happy, Leila. I'll do whatever you want to do.
It was sweet at first, but soon it started to feel strange, like he was obsessed with me. I had wished for him to love me, but this felt forced, inhuman even. The genie had given me what I asked for, but it wasn't real. This isn't what love is supposed to be like. I decided to use my second wish to make things right. The genie appeared before me in another puff of smoke.
Have I not granted your wish satisfactorily?
You have, I replied. But now I see I wished for the wrong thing. So for my second wish, I ask that you help me understand what true love really is. The genie nodded silently. I went to sleep that night anxious about what the next day would bring. When I got to school, Jason was waiting by my locker as usual. But when he saw me, his face broke into a casual smile. Not the obsessed, crazy smile he'd had lately.
Morning, Leila,
he said brightly. He shut his locker and walked off to class without even glancing back at me. My shoulders slumped. He didn't love me anymore, but I knew this was for the best. I had forced his feelings unnaturally with magic. What we had wasn't real. Now maybe we could start over and build something genuine. I decided to talk to the genie again to figure out what would really make me happy. In another puff of glittering smoke, he appeared before me.
What more could you possibly want?
The genie asked.
I gave you exactly as you wished.
You did, I said. But now I see that what I wished for wasn't what I truly needed. I want to feel confident and happy with who I am, and then maybe love will happen naturally. The genie nodded thoughtfully.
Very wise, mortal. Perhaps your next wish should be for confidence and self-acceptance.
I smiled, realizing he was right. That's exactly what I needed. Yes, for my final wish, please help me gain confidence in myself.
It shall be done.
The next morning when I woke up, something felt different. I looked in the mirror, and for the first time, I truly liked what I saw looking back. I felt a new surge of energy and optimism I'd never experienced before. At school, I walked with my head held high, chatting and laughing confidently with everyone I passed in the halls. I aced my geometry test without even studying. And when Jason smiled at me from across the parking lot after school, I smiled back warmly, happy to see him as a friend. For the first time, I knew that I was enough, just as I was. I couldn't wait to thank the genie for granting me this life-changing wish. But when I saw him that evening and started to express my gratitude, he held up a hand to stop me.
I never granted your second wish, Leila.
He explained.
The confidence you found came from within yourself, not from me. You have had the power all along.
I was stunned, but deeply moved. By finding the courage to believe in myself, I had discovered a magic greater than any genie could provide. I had one wish left, but now I knew exactly what to do with it. For my final wish, I'd like you to be free from this lamp forever, I said. The genie smiled wider than I'd ever seen. With a blinding flash, the lamp vanished into thin air.
Thank you, kind Leila.
She heard the disembodied voice of the being who was once a genie speak.
Your unselfish wish has released me from centuries of enslavement. You have reminded me that the human spirit holds immeasurable power.
As the genie vanished, I knew my life would never be the same. The real magic had been inside me all along. With the confidence I'd found, I now held the key to creating the extraordinary life I'd always dreamed of. My journey was just beginning. That's it. That was my story. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to not miss the next one. See you soon.